Many people have heard about Enggames without knowing what it is. It is an inter-university engineering competition across 12 universities from Quebec and Ontario. There are 4 main competition categories: academics, cultural, sports, and the machine. The academic events are composed of 6 competitions of different categories, each having a theoretical and practical part, a consulting case comp, and the majeur. The 6 categories for the practical and theoretical comps are mechanical, civil, electrical, software, chemical, and industrial engineering. Each delegation forms teams of multiple students to compete in all competitions. The theoretical exam normally takes place as a joint written exam, and the practical exam varies from domain. For example, in civil, you would have to build a tower able to resist an earthquake with popsicle sticks, or in software, you would have to write an optimized algorithm for a specific case. A team of 4 will do the consulting case comp, in which you resolve an engineering problem and present the solution in front of industry judges. The majeur competition groups the best students from each domain to put together a complete system which requires crossover knowledge. For example, building a small robotic car that will complete a circuit. The cultural competitions are the following: improv, trivia, and debates. In improv, 4 students will be tasked to improvise a scenario given to them on the spot for a couple of minutes, versus another team. The winner is decided by judges and crowd favorite. Trivia is a competition in which 4 students are matched versus 4 others, and random questions are asked about pretty much anything from geography to movies and sports. The team that answers correctly first gets points. Debates are done in teams of 2, in which each team argues on a random subject following a strict debate structure. The team that convinces the jury that their point is the most valid wins. Every year there are a total of 5 sports competitions. Every delegate does at least one. There are a total of 3 gym sports, 1 outdoor or snow sport, and 1 pool or water sport. They are held throughout the whole day. It is the best opportunity for a participant to show energy, sportsmanship, and team spirit, in which the latter points are attributed to. The machine is the most complex competition of all. For 4 months prior to the games, every university builds a robot that will have to do a particular set of tasks. Students from every domain get involved and work hard to build the best machine possible. Every year is extremely different and complex, so feel free to go ask your VP machine for more info on what it takes. Even with all these competitions, participants still find the time and energy to go to des crises. The des crises are parties that are held every night at the hotel. Each night has a different theme, so prepare your costumes. The Enggames are concluded with a banquet in which prizes are given and the scores are revealed. It is the perfect opportunity to dress to impress and celebrate your success with a reasonable amount of wine. Reasonable according to engineering standards. Enggames is always held January 3rd to 7th, so make sure you are free for those dates. A total of 44 delegates will be selected from Concordia to attend the games. It costs around $350 to participate, which includes the swag for every day, 4 days at the hotel, and all the food and alcohol for the stay. It is important to note that each new delegate also has to pay for his kilt, which is around $70. To get selected to attend Enggames, you must participate in La Course. La Course is a series of events held from September to the end of October. These events are, but not limited to, pre-comps, parties, and bonding activities. It is important to get to know the exec, since they'll be deciding who attends. It is optional, but recommended to get involved in the process of building the machine if you are interested in robotics. At the end of October, interviews will be held. After these, around 60 people will be selected to continue on to the sprint. The sprint is 2 to 3 weeks more of practices in which people will focus on their strengths. Cultural and academic pre-comps will be held every week. In November, everyone in the sprint will be invited to Enggames Chalet. The chalet is a simulation of Enggames in which you'll get to know your fellow teammates, do a few more comps, and party all night long. After the chalet, the final 44 people will be decided based on their performance throughout the session. In conclusion, Enggames are 5 turbulent days in which you'll get to compete, show pride for your university, make a ton of new friends from all over the province, and have unforgettable memories. So, fais les jeux!